I'll be calling the meeting back to order. Mr. Clerk, next resolution.
Resolution 608-14 extends the Hawaii County Council's sincere gratitude to Council Member Zendo Kern for his years of service to the County of Hawaii. Reference Communication 1166, introduced by Mr. Yoshimoto.
May I have a motion to approve resolution 608-14?
I move to approve resolution 608-14.
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Hilo. Council members discussion. Mr. Iwagan.
May I make a motion to call for the question? I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Withdraw your second if you could.
Go ahead.
So, Council Member Kern, I really enjoyed working with you, and I'm gonna miss this time because you really helped out Puna, and one of the hardest challenges when I first went in was trying to balance all the different issues, and I really envy that you had a wealth of knowledge behind you, not only in the planning but also in the county. And you're one of my friends in the council, and it's really hard to say these things because it's really whoever I'm gonna sit with for next term, I don't think it's gonna be the same. And I really enjoyed my time here because of you. I look forward to the council meetings because once in a while, I just have the biggest smile on my face because every time I look at this guy, he cracks me up. And he cracks me up because he just has this joy and he has this happiness. And I can always be straightforward with Mr. Kern. And it's just puts the biggest smile on my face. You have done a lot in Puna, and I just want to thank you for your service. And I hope that when you're gone, we can spend some time together. And I want to wish you the best. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Iwagan. Ms. Poindexter.
Yes. Zendo, I just want to say thank you for all the wisdom that I think you brought to the council for me. My first meeting with you, we went to, do you remember it was called, it's now Hilo Bay Cafe. We went for lunch there, and Drew was there also, and we just kind of wanted to get to know each other and who you were, and I was very, very, very impressed with you. And on the council as well, with trying to keep the meetings, on track by, so what will resonate with me anytime in this next coming term when somebody goes, point of order or call for the question, that will resonate. I will think of you each time. And I think you should know the last meeting that we had, unfortunately you were sick, but Brenda Ford would have made you very proud. She called for the question. And we were like all in awe there, but I told her that she would have made you proud. But I thank you for all that you bring to the council. I've told you many times that I value a lot of your discussions because there are things, especially in planning, things that go on that you bring so much to the table. And I hope that you will serve in some capacity, volunteering to serve on some type of commission, because I think you're a valuable resource for our county. So thank you for being who you are and teaching me a few things as well.
Thank you.
Ms. Poindexter. Who was first? Ms. Willie.
I remember when I first met Zendo, and he was testifying, I believe it was before the redistricting commission, And he spoke about the ideals and the power we have to create a better island and move forward together. And I said, my gosh, he's right on the mark. You know, I appreciate that. And I'm not sure where you're going from here, but I hope that those ideals are going to continue and that you realize and that we all realize together that we do have the power to make a better tomorrow and for not just ourselves today and for the generations after us, that we do have a kuleana for this island. And I just remember being so impressed when you spoke that time. I mean, I thought I really want to get a copy of that. It was really, anyway, you don't always agree with me, I mean, I realize this. But I think that, again, I think going back in terms of looking at it for purposes of the public, that what we are trying to do is get out different issues and different perspectives, and that we do work together. And I think that we have grown as a council from the first times, and this one's just like that, to, okay, you know, let's see how we can respect what that position and integrate it. And so I've appreciated how you've worked on some of the issues where we agreed this should be modified, and I sort of waited, well, let's see, Zendo's going to take care of that, so I don't need to. So thank you very much, and I'm assuming that you're going to be here on the island, or I'll be interested to see what mountains you climb and what achievements you achieve. So thanks, Zendo.
Thank you, Ms. Willie. Mr. Onishi.
Yeah, what can I say? You know, it's your knowledge that you had brought to this council was awesome, especially for the planning, because since you run the planning commission, you know, you're, I guess, explaining of certain situations of what we had to go through, or what was being discussed. I mean, that was great for, I think, most of all the council members. Yeah. But then, for my 6 years on the council, you had the most call for the questions. Before it used to be public hearings, but now it came call for the questions. I remember, I think my second term was like calling, people used to call for the public hearing for immediate defense. And then they even tried making a rule after you for not to have that call for the question. But, you know, you're going to be really missed. And hopefully, you know, maybe you can consider coming back to the council, because you can bring a lot of knowledge back to the whole island. So good luck in your, whatever you're going to be doing. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Onishi. Ms. Yap.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Kern, I also have been very impressed with the way you articulate your points when you do have an opinion. And although I think most of the time I did agree with you, but even when I didn't, at least you provided good food for thought and good points that we could all then expound on ourselves. So I'm going to really miss that too. And I too remember when you first testified before the Redistricting Commission, actually several times. And I was actually transcribing all of those minutes, so if you do want it, Margaret, I probably could. But yes, you were a very bright light, very articulate at that point too, and had great ideas to provide to that Redistricting Commission. I'm going to miss you on the council a lot. I think you have great qualities, and I too hope you come back to the county in some way and continue your public service. I think I actually do remember you prior to the Redistricting Commission. I think I remember you from surfing in Kona as well.
Sorry about that.
No, so, but thank you, Zendo, and good luck in everything you're doing. You have a huge future in front of you, and a family, and a wonderful life to share with us too in the future. So mahalo.
Thank you, Ms. Yap. Mr. Kunuha.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also, you know, first time ever meeting you was when you came up before us on the Redistricting Commission. And, you know, the knowledge that you had there and the things that you said, you brought to us, brought to our attention was awesome. You know, there's nothing bad about it. It was all positive. How do we make a better Hawaii? How do we make a great home that we live better? You know, so it was all really good. And then, of course, on being on this council, sitting next to you, and I get to know you better than a lot of other people. You know, so that's a big asset, and just mahalo for, I don't wanna reiterate what everybody else said, but we're definitely gonna miss you on this council. You're a huge asset, not to only the planning meetings, but pretty much every other thing that we talked about. So, you know, you do your research, you love your community, that's really important. So just again, mahalo for your service, and good luck with you and your ohana. I know it'll be awesome, but I just wanna say thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Puna. Any other discussion? If not, I'll close. Oh, Mr. Kern, did you want to say something? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I realize I should have watched you better and been prepared with some notes. I thought this would be easier, but here we are. It's emotional. It's a great experience. Want to say first, start out thanking my wife, my family, my in-laws, everybody that's been there to support me, mentors, people that have just encouraged me along the way, and thank you to all those people that said I couldn't do it, because they helped me just keep pushing. You gotta love everybody. It's been just an absolute honor and pleasure to serve on the council. It's been amazing. Before coming in, it's like you want to change the world, and you realize that might not happen in those huge, big, broad brushstrokes that we would all want to. And you realize that it's those smaller brushstrokes. It's the small things that accumulate. It's the parts that equal that. And it's sometimes the things that we don't decide to do that'll make a big difference. And then it's sometimes the things that we do decide to do. Just really, really interesting seeing it on the other side of the table and how that works. It's been absolutely amazing. The community's been great. Ms. May over there, thank you for coming up. It's folks like you that have allowed me to get the things done that I've gotten done. It's not what I've been able to do. It's been what the community's been able to do, and I just try to take that and move it forward. We got the first playground built in 9, 6, 7, 7, 8. I think, well, Mountain View anyways, it has some zip code, and I'm running blank right now. And that was neat to see those kids out there on a playground. They have its own, a zip code didn't have a playground. Beautiful. But really, this isn't not about me. I just want to say a few things about my fellow council members. Start over there with Fresh. I got to see you on the council, and I got to meet with you, got to know you over the time, and it's been great. It's been a pleasure. It's great to see how everybody works in their own way, in different style, and I just want to say, like, it sucks that there's people out there that have a skewed vision of what you do, and I want to clear that record straight. You do some amazing things. You are in your community. You're about your community, and you're about the island. I see that you have that style, and it's this persistent, consistent determination that you've been doing for many, many years beyond just here as a council member. And so it's been a pleasure. I've got to learn from you. I like your style, and always have much respect for you. So thank you for being here and being kind when we disagree. And it's been great. And like I said, I have much more to say, but that's the gist of it. It's been great. Gregor, Mr. Like, it's been we've had like I say, different elements, different we have the youth, and it's been great to work with just that fresh energy, and it's somebody else from Puna that has that perseverance and that vibrance for their community. And I love the way that you've been able to hold fast on your convictions, whether I agreed with you or not, because I want to punch you in the arm sometimes. I respect that, and to see you grow. You've grown a lot in the last couple of years, and it's a great thing. And I think you have a bright future ahead of you. And thank you for holding down the other end of Puna. And you're out there, you're doing it, and you're gonna continue to do it. So it's, like I said, it's been happy to sit next to you, it's been fun, and sometime I'll drop off some of our favorite chips for you, and we have our, so it's been a pleasure. Margaret, hey. It's been fun. I've actually really enjoyed working with you. It's been again, it's all these perspectives that make this up, and I appreciate you. You've always stayed true to yourself. The same person that I met before getting on here, I feel that you're that same person now. We don't always agree. I will call point of order on you like it's going out of style. But at the end of the day, it's great because I can come, I can say bye to you, can say, and it's just that level of respect. You know what I mean? Hey, we'll disagree here, and that's what creates good decision making. It's what creates that dynamic, and I just appreciate that it's never been taken away where it's like bad look. You know what I mean? It's always been that respect, and I think that's something very admirable. And again, I see your commitment for the community, and it's been a pleasure. It's been awesome. So thank you. It's been, like I say, great working with you. Drew. Too, yeah, I kind of got to see you starting on the redistricting side of things, seeing how you communicate, articulate through the meetings that we've had, and getting to sit next to you. It's cool because we get to know everybody, but the people that you sit to, you kind of get to know on just a little bit different level. Again, more youth that has a smart, balanced voice. I think it's great to see that. Again, it's, I feel as being younger, we have a lot to learn, and sometimes we can think that we know a lot. And then I just realized, what I thought I knew at 25, and now at 34, I realized how much I didn't know at 25. And to see you just holding that balance, listening, think about it, articulate, not trying to overtalk. Just here's what's on my mind, here's where I'm at, and you can feel it, from the heart. And I think that's just been great. So just to have the element of youth on the council that has brought something that I believe that our elders can look and say, good job, you guys doing good. And I feel you and Greg are going to continue that on, and it's great. And I say it's been a pleasure working with you, and you have a super bright future. And I'm glad to see that there's native Hawaiian too. It's extra special to get some of that energy throughout this process. Yeah, so much more to say about everybody, but it's been an absolute pleasure, Drew. It really has been. Valerie, Ms. Poindexter. Too, from the redistricting, from that meeting, it's felt like it's been a fast-growing friendship, and as Jay kind of mentioned, that you have this, this mother quality, this caring, and it's beautiful, and it's great to see, and it comes out through interactions, it comes out to you on the council. You can tell, your heart is in the community. Your heart's been in the community. Your heart is in the community. You're there. You're walking the talk, and that's a great thing to see. And you've seen a lot go through in your community from the plantation era and whatnot, and to have and I love listening. I love when you talk about that, because I get to kind of get another glimpse of another era that I didn't really get to be a part of, and I think that's a great perspective to bring in, and just say I love the dynamic of back and forth. Even when we don't agree, it's still fun, and it's always thoughtful and very passionate. And so you two have you have a great future in front of you. And I look forward to seeing what y'all do. I hear that the second term is when things really start to happen. So this is going to be really fun to see, and just awesome. So thank you so much, Karen. It's been so nice working with you on this. again, I love this dynamic that we have of different types of folks and everyone's heart's in it. And to see your persistence and your tenacity with the issues that you've worked on, and they go back predating you being on the council, I mean, back and back and back, and it's like, wow, it's amazing to see what that perseverance does, you know. It's something I've talked about in my speeches and stuff that my father always used to say, perseverance furthers. And it's projects like, you know, the pine trees and Oma that you've done. It's a beautiful thing. I go down there now, and she's like, wow, thank you. And a fellow surfer, you know, out there, and she told me she recognized me from when I was younger, like probably in my teens out there surfing. That's why I had to apologize. I hung out there, but it's again too, you know, we haven't always agreed on everything, but when we've disagreed, it's been the right type of disagreement, and it's always been food for thought, and it's been great. And sometimes we'll disagree, I'll be holding on something, I'll go back, we'll have the time between the meetings, I'll come back, and I might help change my perspective, you know, and it's those interactions, and just to see how much time you have put into our island and the community, and your willingness to continue to do so when you could very easily be, you know, I'm gonna retire and travel and, you know, get back into surfing more, and here you are moving forward. So it's been a pleasure working with you. Ms. Ford, good morning. Something that was important for me was how we interact with our fellow council members, and you and I have probably disagreed more than anybody else in this council, and it's cool. I've never had a problem with it. I hope you see that. Sometimes we get into it at the end of the meeting, so I'd always tell you have a good one, because any of our disagreements that we've gotten into and our clashes have always been, to me, just what they are. They're on the floor here. They're these dynamics coming together to try to do something good for our island. And it's been very interesting and very fun for me. I will have to say, like, I really I have a great level of respect for you. You, like as Jay said, you can tell your heart's in it. You push hard. You've done things that you felt were important to you and your community. And I will always respect that. I may not agree with all of them, but I respect it, always have. And you've seen that I've never tried to let the dynamic of maybe not getting along change the way that I would support you on something that I definitely agreed with. And I hope you've seen that. I've always tried to, when I see something good there, I've always tried to support it. And another person that just has massive amounts of perseverance and tenacity, and always trying to work hard for their community. And you can see that. Again, whether I agreed with you or disagreed with you, I never questioned that. It's always been there. This person's there. They're trying. They're doing their best. And so it's been a pleasure working with you as well, Ms. Ford. And Jay, I've kind of already said it. But again, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you. And I want to say real big special thanks to my legislative aide, Nadia Malloy. I would not be able to sit here and get the praises that I've gotten and have gotten the things that I've gotten done without Nadia. Nadia, would you please come stand up here in the...
She's right there.
Oh. How about sit right there in the front? Perfect. I can't thank you enough. I'd just like to thank you if I could stop around. Huge heart. I was in business before this. I've had many employees. I've had up to 15 employees at one time. Never had an employee like Nadia. Ever. Loyalty. Thank you, thank you. Hugest heart, loyalty to the max, going out to the community meetings, pregnant, beyond belief, baby coming, still will go out there at nighttime, hauling the coolers, putting out the refreshments, putting out snacks, and that is so small compared to what you've done. Managing the office, the phone calls, everything, just having my back. And like I say, I would not be able to do what I've done without you. Your loyalty is laudable. I'm gonna stop. Thank you so much. And thank everybody, and oh, I'm not trying to go out like this. Thanks so much. Just wanted to thank everybody and the community and everybody that's been out there, everyone that's supported, hasn't supported, and just everybody for their contribution to do what we've been able to do. And if I could leave my fellow council members with one or a couple things, please try your hardest to create balance. Always about balance. Try to keep our oceans clean, our land sustainable, and a place where our children can choose to have this as their home if they want to. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kern. Anyone else? If not, Mr. Clerk.
Ms. Zia?
Aye.
Ms. Ford? Mr. Ligon?
Aye.
Mr. Kanoa?
Aye.
Mr. Kern?
Aye.
Mr. Nishi?
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Chair Shimoda?
Aye.
Chair Shimoda have 9 ayes.
Thank you, resolution 608-14 is approved.
Mr. Chair.
Yes. 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, a brief recess.
Thank you.
Okay, that's really hard. Yeah.